Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to midfield as we would like to recognize 5 senior band members for their hard work and dedication to the program. Our first senior tonight, Will Bug. Will is being escorted tonight by his aunt, Pam Crow. After graduation, Will plans to major in public relations and minor in business administration and Spanish. His favorite marching band memory is standing on the field with his fellow seniors for awards at competitions. Next, we have Jared Burns. Jared is being escorted tonight by his parents, Travis and Lucinda Burns. After graduation, Jared plans to pursue music ministry. His favorite marching band memory is traveling to Ohio to compete in the Mid-States. Next, we have Alexandra Hines. Alexandria is being escorted tonight by her parents, William and Debbie Hines. After graduation, Alexandria plans to attend EKU, joining the Air Force ROTC and majoring in computer engineering. Her favorite marching band memory is being in the pet band and getting people to dance with them. Next, we have Megan Kidd. Megan is being escorted tonight by her parents, Daryl and Donna Kidd. After graduation, Megan plans to major in biology education and minor in creative writing and become a high school science and biology teacher. Her favorite marching band memory is going to Woodwinds dinners and hanging out with the seniors this year. Our final senior tonight is Sydney Ray. Sydney is being escorted by Dustin Ray, Kim Schilling, and Emma Reynolds. After graduation, Sydney plans to attend college and major in animal science. Her favorite marching band memory is meeting Emma, Kendall, Lady, and Sierra. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the 2019-2020 senior class. Please join me in congratulating our senior band members.
welcome back to BCSN with our second game of the playoffs. Tonight I am joined by our special guest, Coach Brian Deem of the softball and the girls soccer team. I think he's been to 12 state tournaments. Correct me if I'm wrong, Coach Deem.
That's correct. 7 in soccer and 5 in softball.
Yeah, I mean, really incredible coach here. What does it take to be successful as a coach?
Just routine, being consistent, being able to be resilient, fight through adversity, which is something these two teams tonight are accustomed to, so we should have a whale of a game coming up for us.
Perfect, and we'll be right back with BCSN. I'm Jack Little. This is Coach Deem. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll be back with some predictions. Hello and welcome back. We're here with a new part of the broadcast. This is gonna be our prediction segment. So today we've got me and our cameraman Hunter Ellis, and we've got Braden Kaufman, videographer here at Boyle County. So Braden, what's your score prediction for tonight?
I believe the Rebels are going to win 52-28.
So 52-28 is Braden's prediction. How about you, Hunter?
I'm going 64-28.
Also, bold predictions here. I think I've got to go with 35-45 Boyle County. That's a closer game than most y'all out there expect, but I think it's going to be a little closer, barring the health of Reese Smith. So we'll be right back for the kickoff of this game. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you in a minute. And here we are with the presentation of the captains. We've got number 19, quarterback Reed Lanter. We've got number 48, Izarius Roller. Number 9, Riley Colwick. Number 73, Wilson Kelly for Boyle County. That's a star-studded captain lineup, if I do say so myself. Now over for Lexington Catholic, we've got number 11, Bo Allen. We've got number 74, Zach DeGraff. We've got number 4, Dylan Bracken. And we've got number 91, I believe.
Now let's meet the captains for tonight's
51, Felipe Arumba. Another fantastic group of captains for Lexington Catholic, especially Bo Allen going to UK. He's going to be a star in college, and he already is a star here at the high school level. We'll see what he has to offer tonight. Coach Dean, what do you think? What do you think is going to come out of Bo Allen tonight?
I think Bo's going to have to get rid of the ball quick. One of the things that I think that Boyle's going to have to do is put some pressure on him like they did the last game. Get Bo on the run, make him not be as comfortable in the pocket as he wants to be. He's pretty much a pure drop-back passer. So if we can make him get out of the pocket and use his feet more than his arm, I think we'll be in good shape.
Yeah, his feet are a nice luxury to him as well. He's really got both things going for him. But Wilson Kelly, number 73, obviously a stud going to Middle Tennessee State next year. He will be a presence in there for Bo Allen. That will be the difference in the game, whether Wilson Kelly can dominate their line like he did in the last meeting.
Well, I think you have speed on both sides of the field. Both teams have excellent skill position players. They're going to have speed. So the key is really going to be our defensive and offensive lines. Who can keep the pressure off the quarterback? Who's going to be able to open a little crease for some of those quick-hitting running plays to kind of get 5 to 6 yards, and then we'll see how it plays out from there.
Yeah, I really agree with you there, Coach Dean. So as the teams go back to their huddles, so here we go. This tide's Pep Club says, can you read that?
This isn't the Rebels' first rodeo.
This isn't the Rebels' first rodeo, which is completely true. The last rodeo ended 64-28 Boyle County. A very strong game for various players. They had Reed Lanter throwing for 494 yards and 6 touchdowns in total. What a game he had last time. Coach Dean, did you catch that one?
I was here, yes. And, Reese Smith definitely they played a little zone against us, and Reese was able to find some soft pockets in there and use his speed to get loose. Catholic's definitely going to have to make some adjustments going into tonight's game and find a way to stop, keep Reese from getting out loose and find those soft pockets.
Yeah, speaking of Reese, what do you think about his health? Do you think they're going to play him a lot of snaps, or are they going to limit him? Or
I think Reese is a competitor, just as anybody over there from Lexington Catholic would be. This is one of those games. You're playing for uniforms tonight. Loser's going to pack them up and collect them on Monday. So I think it's going to be important to see how he handles the first couple of series. Emotion's going to take part of some of it when he gets out there, but he's a competitor, and I think he's going to be out there.
All right. Well, here comes the kick. This one will be taken by number 81, Max DeGraff.
Number 81, Max DeGraff. Back to receive for Boyle County, number 6, Cole Lanter. Number 9, Riley Colwick. And number 10, Gray Rabaney.
3 deep. We'll see if Boyle County can get a quick start, just like Lexington Catholic did in the last game with that little trick play at the beginning. Here comes the kick. Short, around the 20-yard line. Fielded by Gray Rabaney. Gray Rabaney looks for a hole. Can't find it. Stuffed up around the 26-yard line.
Back by number 10, Gray Rabaney.
And now the Rebels offense will take over.
Catholic tried to play a short little pooch kick. Didn't want to put the ball in our speed, so they tried to play it short in an open space there to get more pressure on us, and did a really good job of it. And so first and 10 in the Rebels on the 28.
Yeah, quarterback for Boyle County, number 19, Reed Lanter.
And as the Rebels come out of the huddle here, we'll see who they've got on the field. So he's got 2 receivers right. He's got Cameron Yates and Riley Colwick. And now Colwick motions left. And they'll try a little end around here to Colwick. And Colwick will pick up about 20 yards on the play there. Big pickup for the Rebels on first down. And he was finally taken down by a group of Catholic players.
Nice little two tight end set there. Put Colwick in motion to get him to slant, and then when he does the counter reverse to the side, it was wide open on the right side for Colwick.
Yeah, great call from Coach Chuck Smith and Coach Pardue. And again, just two wide, two tight ends on the motion. Hardwick. Flags down.
Flag on the play.
False start on Boyle County.
False start against the Rebels.
After a big play like that, a little excitement. Just got a little excited right there. Something that we just need to settle down and get our minds refocused, and then we'll be ready to roll.
It's not a big deal. Nobody will catch that. Stuffed on the play there.
Run by number 22.
It's about 2 yards there for
Sacco.
Andrew Sacco.
by
And Bartleson
number
checks in
23,
here
Ryan
for Hardwick,
Madley.
as well as
Plays
Cole
off
Lanner
second
checking
down.
in for his RS roller. So both tight ends come out of the game. So I'd imagine we'll see more of either 3 or 4 wide, depending on where Bartleson lines up at wide receiver, where he was last game, or at running back, where he traditionally is.
Looks like a pistol formation right here.
It's in wide
Receivers
receiver.
tight.
And they try the same little end around, this time to Bartleson. Bartleson picks up 5 on the play, depending on the spot.
Run by number 24.
Great pursuit
Landon
right there
Bartleson.
by Catholics defense. They kept the outside edge, forced
Stop
Bartleson
by
to the
number 4,
inside
Dylan
where he
Bracken.
could get his help from
Brings
his
up
inside
third down.
linebackers. I felt like that Felipe
Arumba.
did a great job coming in there to make the stop.
Yeah, big tackle there by Arumba. And now we're going to see just Reed Lanner in the backfield with 3 wide to his left and 2 wide to his right. Now Sacco will come back into the backfield. Lanner rolls. Looks deep to Shepardson, picked off. Picked off at the 30-yard line.
By number 2,
Just an
Tom
ill-advised
Finn.
pass there from Lanner. Traditionally, not a turnover-prone player. Only 2 interceptions on the year. That's his 3rd. That's unfortunate for the Rebels. But he had to try to get that first down, and pump probably would have been better. But it's
Flag on
not
the
the worst
play.
thing in the world.
No, he definitely forced it. They ran
Holding against Lexington Catholic.
Boyle.
Never mind.
Yeah, Boyle got a little lucky there. Got a break on a hold. They ran a smash route to the corner, and that's where the hold took place. So when they went through there, it was a pretty easy pick for Catholic. Unfortunately, it was called back on a penalty.
Very lucky there for the Rebels, but they will take it. First down, Boyle County.
After the mark-off.
Now we're going to see
That
whether
is
or not we're going to be able
augmented
to,
Rebel
if Boyle's
first
going to be
down.
able to take advantage of this, get a new set of downs.
Yeah, I mean that's a really big call from the officials. It must have been blatant for that call to. I mean that could have a huge impact on this game and huge for the Rebels' momentum. As Sacco picks up a huge first down after that. Sacco to around the 26-yard line.
Nice simple dive play to the right side. There's a huge hole to the right side. Guard kicks out, center sealed it off.
First down.
Sacco went right up the middle, was able for a good, nice gain right there to move the sticks.
Coach Deem is a former kickers coach for about 13 years. Is that right?
That is correct.
Do you think this is field goal range for Jackson Smith, seeing his leg? Well, it might not even matter here if if Sacco breaks. He gets inside the 10 now. It's definitely field goal range.
It is. Things you got to understand about kickers is, cool nights like tonight, the ball's not going to travel as far because the leather constricts and the ball gets hard. So, but I think right now Coach Pardue is probably more worried about getting 6 instead of 3.
I definitely agree with you after that huge run. And here we go, a end around. Flags down. And I believe that was Sacco getting down to the 1-yard line. And a flag. So 2 flags came in there, one at the very end and one at the beginning in the line. This could be offsetting penalties, maybe a face mask on the tackle and a hold.
I think we're definitely going to have a hold on Boyle.
Yeah.
On the interior part.
Yeah, but
Sure.
the second flag came on the tackle. I would think it's something like that.
You're correct.
Offsetting.
Holding on Boyle County. And face mask against Lexington Catholic. Penalties offset. Replay the down.
Yep, got that one. Holding face mask on that tackle on Sacco. I saw it when he was coming down. The guy came down backwards and just got a hold of that face mask. Unfortunate for Catholic. That's 2 penalties that have cost him. I would have been 1st and 20 instead of now just 1st and 9 again. Fake pass to Sacco.
Pass is complete to
Touchdown, Reese Smith. Back from injury and scores a touchdown.
There's your answer on its competitive nature. Great call, just a simple slant pattern. Reese Catholic gave outside leverage, so Reese hit hard to the inside on the slant. Once he caught it, he was able to turn up and get the 6 points.
And here comes Jackson Smith to attempt the extra point. He's got 70 straight extra points going, and hopefully I don't jinx him this week.
Kickers are creatures of habit and routine, and Jackson has a great routine. In the years I've watched, he reminds me a lot of a great we had, Taylor Begley, here once.
That's going to be, I believe, offsides or encroachment on Lexington Catholic. Yep. So that'll scoot the Rebels up about a yard.
Offsides against the defense.
Oddly enough, usually they won't want to move the ball.
Never mind, they just decline.
That's right. Kickers are, like I said, they're creatures of habit. They want to keep things the same, so there's no reason that extra yard doesn't really matter, so they're going to stay where they're at.
Decision there by Coach Travis Burns of the special team. Smith to kick through the uprights.
Well,
7-0. There's about 9 minutes remaining in the first quarter, and the Boyle County kicking team will come back on to kick it away. All right. And here come the kicking team. Well, let's see where Jackson Smith wants to go with it. He likes this little close sideline because he can get them trapped in the corner with his defense, and that's traditionally where he goes on his kicks.
Boyle has a very elite kicking game. It's very strategic, and a lot of it deals with where the speed is placed, and with a kicker like Jackson Smith, he's able to be able to place the ball, deep in the corners, maybe something short in the middle. A lot of times when you do that, you're going to have your kickoff coverage is going to be geared more towards where the kick is, not where the players are, and that will help condense the area and be able to keep a big play from happening.
Here comes the kick. So Lexington Catholic's only got 1 deep, but 2 in the middle range around the 25-yard line. And Smith will go to that near sideline. Kick out of bounds. Free kick out of bounds from Jackson Smith. Of all the kickoffs he's done that year, I believe that is the first free kick out of bounds for him.
And a lot of times things like that happens. You get a little, like I said, you get a little excited, and you try to put a little bit too much on it. He probably came across the ball a little bit and just yanked it a little bit to the out of bounds.
And now we'll get to see our
Boyle County will re-kick.
Why do we re-kick? And here comes a re-kick for Boyle County. Oh, and they will move the kick back 5 yards. Coach Deem, I don't know that I'm familiar with this rule. Is this the rule in high school? You move the kick back 5 yards on a free kick out of bounds?
The receiving team gets a choice. They can take it at, I believe, the 25 or 30, or they can ask him to re-kick it again. It's not a bad move right here on Catholic's part. Push him back some. Jackson's got a great leg, but doesn't have that strength to put it in the end zone for the automatic touchback, so it gives you a chance to get your return team set and see if you can break a big play.
And he does the same style kick, but this one's a little more central. So he's going to allow for the return. And it's a good return there at the 35-yard line. And I believe that's about the 36-yard line. And then at least in the NFL, I know you get it on the 35. So that is an advantage to them. They picked up an extra yard.
It was a nice little return for Catholic right there. They had a nice little wedge. Bracken almost was able to break that tackle, and if he did, then he could have caused some trouble right there, and with Smith the only one to beat. So Bo Allen's coming out. Let's see what he can do now when he first chance with the ball.
Yeah, 6'2", 200 pounds, pro-style quarterback. This man is a perfect build for a QB. We'll see what he's got here. He's got no really wide receivers except for Nichols going out there. He's wide open on the screen. They find him, and Hayden Bottoms is there to minimize that gain. About 4 yards on the play.
Nice coverage by Hayden Bottoms.
Taken down by
It's a
number
nice
14,
little play. It's a
Hayden
safe,
Bottoms.
conservative throw out in the flats. It's basically a throw that's going to be just like a run. Sling it out there quick and get 4 or 5 yards, which is what they did.
And here's Bo with nobody in the backfield. Of course, a UK commit. And the Rebel line jumps. That's going to be an encroachment on them. That's going to give the Catholic just a second and 2.
Boyle.
A little excitement by the defensive front on Boyle. Smart call right there by Bo, though. Being able to go on a hard count, it's definitely going to slow down that pass rush of Boyle County. So they're going to have to be a little more patient and make sure they're disciplined and watch the ball.
Yeah, now they just have 3 up there instead of 4. So we'll see what we're looking at here. I'd imagine they'll try to rush the ball. And they do. And Nichols is nearly swallowed up by Hardwick, but breaks away just to be taken down by Bartleson at the 50-yard line.
25, Ryan
Nice
Nichols.
hard run there by
Brought
Nichols.
down by number 24, Landon Bartleson.
He got in there right
First
there.
down,
He
Lexington
took the
Catholic.
initial hit, was able to shrug off the defender and get about 4 or 5 yards and move the chains for Catholic.
Flick. Nichols checks out of the game. Another receiver comes in. That's number 9, Matthew Eldridge.
4 wide to the right for Catholic.
Yeah, they're not going to put any in the backfield. They'd just rather have Bo Allen run the ball if they're going to have anybody run the ball. And just that increasing threat, and here comes a man back. This is the same. Oh, they didn't go for it. But that was the set of the play. Ooh, deep ball. Good play. But what I was trying to say is that was the set of the play where they threw it, that little short pass, and then he went long on that play. That was the exact same play that they ran.
Play they did last time when they played, they scored on it. But you can see that what happened was they were trying to just mask that a little bit. Bo took some steps up to possibly draw the linebackers up and then try to hit the post, and it was just a little bit overthrown.
Nichols checks back in. Ziesmer around the edge. Ziesmer behind him. Nope. But he's still stuffed. Oh, ball came out. Ball came out.
On the play.
Oh, and Landon Bartleson saying Boyle County. Ball came out on that play. Pressure from Ziesmer. Our ball. Boyle County ball. Boyle County football.
Bo had time on that. He had a nice little pocket. He stepped up in the pocket, just kind of held on to the ball too long. Pretty much looked like a coverage sack at first, and then you could tell that ball was up about his shoulders, and when he got hit, the ball popped out. It's a cold night. It's going to be hard to have a good grip on that ball. Well done by the Rebel defense.
Yeah, there was freshman Tommy Ziesmer in on that. He was definitely a big part of Bo Allen stepping up in the pocket, getting around his defensive end, and forcing that fumble. I'm not sure who got the hit. Oh, ball comes out. We got it back. Boyle County got it back, I believe. I believe Boyle County got it back.
Recovered by number
Yeah, just that's the same thing you're talking about with the cold ball. That cold ball, it gets that air inside there.
The leather gets slick, and the simplest and the most routine exchanges become sometimes a little risky. Definitely fortunate right there.
Reed Lanner back to throw to Reese Smith, incomplete pass.
Pass intended for number 15, Reed Smith.
I don't know if he meant to throw that flag or if it fell out. It looked like it might have fallen out. Never mind. Holding.
He meant to throw it. Yeah.
It was a little strange because he dropped it and then he starts calling for incomplete.
Yeah. To be honest, we have a bad angle. It was a close play. I thought the kid, tried to stay off his back as best he could, but obviously the referee felt he made some contact. So
yeah, Woodall there. Unfortunate to get Reese Smith there. I mean, it was a 50-50 call. Just depends on your angle there.
Rebel, first down.
And in the end, the official made the decision he felt best.
Absolutely. Catholic's got to bow up a little bit here and do a defensive stand. They don't want to let Boyle come in and go up 14-0.
Little fake something or another, and he goes deep to Reese Smith. Caught on the one. Reese Smith with a huge catch. And he is back, ladies and gentlemen, he is back.
And that is another auto connection.
Reed
Rebels.
did a beautiful
First
job
down.
dropping back. Simple post route. They ran an out route on the right side to clear out the corner. Post route from Reese. He just outran the safety and laid out and made an outstanding catch. First down.
Man, phenomenal catch. And we'll see who they give this ball to score this touchdown. Touchdown, Boyle County.
By number 20, Will McDaniel.
Will McDaniel finishes that one.
Wealth Management.
Fantastic job right there on the left side of the line. All they needed was 3. Was able to find a crease and get himself through there, putting Rebels up 13 points.
And we'll see if Jackson Smith can make it 72. And the fans tonight are in full voice. We've got almost a full crowd, and the Juggers are back tonight, which is making all of us very happy. There's just so much of this atmosphere here, the Juggers are, and we're glad they're back tonight.
It's part of the tradition here. If you don't hear the Juggers, you feel like something's being missed.
High snap. Kick. Good, I believe. Yep, kick is good. And we are going to head to a commercial real quick. 14-0 right now with 7 minutes remaining in this quarter. Here we go with the Rebels kick. Jackson Smith will probably go for his favorite left sideline again.
Be aware right now. Be aware of something tricky by Coach Burns on this kickoff.
And here's the kick. Left sideline. Gray Rabaney and, oh my goodness, various Rebels in on that tackle. Absolutely crushed him. And Arumba causing some trouble in there, but he gets out of there.
That was a very, very good kick by Jackson. Put him deep into the corner. Doesn't have a whole lot of room to go. He's got to go straight. And very hard hit there done by Boyle County. Bulls making it physical early on in this game with 6:46 to go. You can tell right now they're wanting to make it physical. It's cold out. It's one of those games where in the trenches, the team that's going to be the most physical is going to be the team that's going to get the upper hand.
Here comes Bo Allen trying to redeem himself for that fumble in the last possession. And another jump. There it is again. Encroachment on the Boyle County line.
Flag on the play.
And shouts from the crowd of "Watch the ball,"
Offsides against Boyle.
Yeah.
which is advice from our coach Deem up here.
Yeah, you got to be a little more disciplined in that. You know, it's a first down. You pin them back there. There's no reason to give them a free 5 yards. Just be a little patient here. Use your technique to get off the line and attack your blocker.
Here comes Corbett in motion. Fumble again. Bo picks it up. That's going to lose them all those 6 yards they just gained. 5 yards they gained. Now they go back to 6 yards.
They were running a jet sweep there to Corbett, and it just didn't look smooth. It didn't have any fluidity to it, and there was the bobble, and that caused the ball to hit the turf again.
Is that the 4th time the ball's hit the turf tonight?
I believe it's the 3rd or 4th. Yeah, I mean, and right now
Already
they're having a hard time dealing with it.
Shortly into this first quarter. 6 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. 14-0 Boyle County. Ziesmer on the cut. Ball's out again. Oh, and it's recovered by big old Wilson Kelly. Wilson Kelly down into the 10-yard line. Big recovery for Boyle County. And everybody is all over Wilson Kelly. Forced there by Tommy Ziesmer. What a night he's having.
Well, we got a flag on the play, unfortunately. I'm not sure what it is. I see a flag on the field
Well-
down there by the 35, 36-yard line.
Well, to the Boyle County perspective, they're hoping it's just where they throw down that little, brown thing down.
Sideline warning.
Sideline warning.
Against Boyle County.
So sometimes when that possession changes, they have to put this little thing down for possession change, and sometimes they'll put out the flag. I've seen that happen in a lot of college games.
Right. I can tell you right now, Boyle County's defensive line right now is absolutely being more physical and more aggressive in the trenches right
I
now.
completely agree with you. And Boyle County's going to start on the 9-yard line. What a great field position for them. Reed Lanner's in the backfield. He's got, I believe, Reese Smith to his left, Cameron Yates and Riley Colwick. Reese Smith in motion, and they're going to try a jet sweep to Smith. Smith cuts, comes back inside the 5. They're on the 4-yard line here.
Well, I think if you had any questions about Reese's ankle, it was answered there. He's going hard to the right side and was able to stop on a dime and turn and cut it back the opposite against the grain. Was able to pick up about 4 yards right there.
Yeah, big pickup for the Rebels. It's about 2nd and 4 here on the 4-yard line. Is that Yates behind him, or no? That's Will McDaniel. McDaniel with the handoff, but there's flags down, or at least a stoppage of play.
Flag on the play.
I believe that's going to be offsides. False start on the Rebels.
That's unfortunate. That's a mental mistake right there that Chuck Smith's not going to be happy about.
Yeah, that's been a recurring thing tonight.
Yeah, when you get to your 2nd and 4 on the 4-yard line, you got to be focused. You got to keep your wits about yourself and just focus on your quarterback and on his cadence and being able to do the things that you need to do. These little penalties like this is what drives coaches crazy, and now it's going to end up being a 2nd and 9. You got Colwick on the right side, one on man-to-man. Watch that matchup.
There's about 5 minutes and 12 seconds left as Will McDaniel brings it down to the 1-yard line. It'll be 3rd. Flags down again. Flags down again.
Flag on the play.
Well, a lot of flags tonight. Most we've seen, I think, out of Boyle County and Lexington Catholic. Very competitive game.
Well, the officials definitely know that this game can be one of those games that can it's going to make or break a team. So right now they're kind of keeping it under control and they're keeping it tight. I think the umpire right now is making sure that the blocking stays clean. So with that, obviously that hurt the Rebels there. Put them back 10 more yards.
Yeah, that's not good for Boyle County. But Lexington Catholic are thrilled. They're behind where they started. Little over-the-shoulder throw to Cole Lanter. He's brought down in the
Pass is
backfield.
complete to number 6, Cole Lanter.
Now they're going to be on the
Brought down by
about
number
22-yard
4,
line, having to go for either a
Brings up
field
3rd
goal or
down.
a deep touchdown reception.
Little swing pass to the right flats. I think Dylan Bracken did a great job fighting through the block and being able to come over there, reading it, and making it a good, nice open field tackle. Yeah, 3rd and 20 right here. If you don't make it, you are in Jackson Smith's range. You'd be looking at about a 37-yard field goal attempt. He has the leg for it, even in this cold weather.
Yeah, 100% conversion rate for him, so we're hoping that doesn't change as I knock on some wood. Oh, there we go, offsides.
Flag on the play.
I believe it's offsides on Lexington Catholic. So that'll get the Rebels 5 more yards, making it just... Never mind, that's actually going to be a false start.
I thought I saw the left guard move just a little bit, which drew the nose guard into the neutral zone from our angle. So, right now we got Boyle right now really losing a little bit of focus, and they got to refocus right here and try to execute.
So now we're looking at a 42-yard field goal on an incompletion. Here comes Reese Smith across the middle. Nope, he's going back shoulder. Reed, Lanner to Lanner connection, touchdown, Boyle County.
Totally a broken coverage right there. It's a great call by Coach Pardue. He had the inside slot receiver run. They ran 2 verticals, and the inside slot receiver ran the skinny post to the inside, and the outside corner went with them, which left Lanner wide open. He was wasn't a man within about 5 to 7 yards. Easy catch.
Big touchdown for the Rebels. I mean, that is a lot of points that were just put up. I mean, that's 4 extra points than which would have gotten on a field goal, and that is I mean, instead of 17-0, it's 21-0. That is a big difference for the Lexington Catholic. I mean, 17-0 seems accomplishable, but 21-0 in the first quarter is going to be difficult. We'll see if Jackson Smith can convert here.
Field goal is blocked by number 18,
There goes.
J.D. Woodall.
And the streak has ended for Jackson Smith with a blocked kick, broken line, and that's gonna be his first miss of the season on an extra point.
Well, he came in off the right edge and was able to get through. Jackson looked a little slow at his approach, but overall he did a really good job of coming in, and Woodall did, stretching out and getting a piece of it. But 20-0 with 3:54 to go in the first quarter. Right now, Catholic's got to regroup, and they got to find a way to get a drive going. They got to find a way to get Bo Allen relaxed and comfortable, and being able to complete some simple passes to get some confidence. Because right now, he's getting a lot of pressure from this Rebel defense, and if he can't get comfortable, this game could be a long night that ends up becoming a very short night if they keep giving the ball back to the Rebels.
Yeah, so that kick block might give the Rebels, the Lexington Catholic, a lot of momentum with. That's a big play. It's something they needed. They've had nothing really going for them, and that might be the turnaround in the momentum.
That was a heart play. That was a play out of pride and character right there. That kid came out there and was able to make that block. So right now, Catholic needs anything they can to get themselves a little bit of momentum, a little bit of confidence.
Comes a kick from Jackson Smith. Not his usual caliber there, but still stuffed up by Boyle County on the 25.
Run back by number 4, Dylan Bracken.
And again, as you can see, he's kicking it to the deep left. He's being able to condense the field. The Rebel coverage is coming down there and not giving them any type of lanes or gaps to get slipped through.
Yeah, really great coverage by the Rebels and Coach Burns' defense, special teams defense. So there's about 3 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in this quarter, in the first quarter. 20-0 Boyle County, and the Knights will start on their own 25.
Let's see what Lexington Catholic try to draw up here to try to get some momentum going, get Bo into some type of rhythm. He's been out of rhythm all game, or I should say all quarter. He's got to get some short passes, get a little confidence, and be able to push back or slow down this pass rush from Boyle County.
Yeah, I agree with you with going for some short passes, but I'd imagine this play is going to be a deep ball. But we'll see. No, just run.
Run by number 11.
I honestly
Boyle
rate it, though,
Allen.
because you got to think about this. You're not getting any yards on all the incompletions, so at least let's try to get a couple yards and then see what we can throw with. Make them worry about our rush.
Well, it was a little bit. It's got a little bit of a chess match going right here between the offensive coordinator at Catholic and the defensive coordinator, Coach Hester at Boyle. And thinking being down 20 points, that you're going to see Boyle Allen just sit back and start slinging the ball. And so they try to see if they can run a little counter quarterback draw right there. But the defensive line and linebackers were able to sniff it out.
A good pass there by Bo Allen across the middle. I believe that is number 85, Blake Bouzon, on the catch. That'll put him at the Rebel 48-yard line.
Nice job by Bo Allen.
22-yard pickup.
He was a little nervous. You can see his feet. He kept his feet moving. He checked off his first 2 looks, and then he checked down to his 3rd look across on the cross for the completion.
Yeah, big completion there for Lexington Catholic. We'll see if that's a momentum builder. But I mean, again, you saw Ziesmer getting past their left or right guard and getting into the backfield.
Yeah, right now Catholic's offensive line is really struggling with this 3-man front of Boyle County.
Here we go. Little toss to outside over his head. He was trying to keep that away from the Rebel defender, and it just ended up being a little bit too high over the head of Monday.
Yeah, Boyle brought some pressure, bringing both linebackers on that play. They're running a 3 front, but they're bringing their linebackers to bring it on 5. So you're looking basically at a man-on-man, 5-on-5 blocking scheme. So if you can get a leverage on any one of them, you're going to have some extra pressure on Bo Allen. So Bo's having a hard time getting some time to be able to step into his throws. He threw that last one off his back foot.
with time. Throw over the middle to Monday, incomplete
Pass
pass.
is intended for number 34, Jack Monday.
Bo looked really good on that one. Nice little pass. It was tight coverage. I was waiting to see if there was going to be a little bit of laundry on the field on that one. Decided that it was a fairly clean play defensively. Brings up a tough 3rd and 10 right now for Catholic.
Allen receiving instruction. This was a big theme in the last game. A lot of instruction from the coaching staff for Allen. So we'll see what they do with this.
Sometimes you got to let your athletes be athletes. Sometimes you get paralysis with over-analysis. So let's see.
On the outside, Shepperson got in the backfield. Nope. Oh, ball's out. They're going to call this a fumble.
Fumble on the play.
So we'll see if they can't review it. So that's going to be a fumble on the Bo Allen with a complete pass to number 14. Jack Goman, sophomore quarterback and wide receiver. Just dropped the ball there on a turn. Big hit there.
Now, Bo Allen did a nice job completing the pass across the middle. Gorman was going across the middle, and I was watching it. And as soon as he turned his head up, he saw that he was about ready to get hit and just somehow just dropped the ball. That's, I believe, the 3rd turnover in 4 series for Catholic. So not a good start for Lexington Catholic at all. With 2:13 to go in the first quarter.
That's 3 turnovers, I believe. 4 in the game because counting. No, that didn't. Never mind. It's 3 in the game, all for Lexington Catholic. And a couple near turnovers for the Rebels. Fake pitch. Got a man wide open. That's Riley Colwick. Colwick breaks the tackle. No, he doesn't, but he's got about 20 yards on the play. Getting to the 35-yard line.
Riley Colwick.
This Lexington Catholic defense right now is really struggling. I mean, they weren't even lined up properly right now. They're having trouble getting lined up. I don't know if it's a communication issue coming from the sidelines, but they definitely weren't lined up on that play and left a nice receiver wide open underneath.
It might be time for a timeout for them if another touchdown scored here. And Bartleson is off to the races. Not quite. Just short. He'll be down around the 11-yard line, so that's about 24 yards on the play. What a run, man. He just accelerates like no other person I have seen on this field.
Landon Bartleson going to Notre Dame for a reason. It's because of one thing only, speed. And once he got that corner and he was able to get that opening, he kicked it into 5th gear and he was able to string it out to about the 10-yard line.
Little end around here. A flag down. It's going to be holding on number 24, Landon Bartleson. Yeah, he had number 3, Kimwanga Mafunta, all wrapped up in right there on the block as he cut. It's 100% going to be holding.
You can see right now Boyle's got Catholic's defense on their heels. They're running a lot of misdirections, trying to see if they can get Catholic to be undisciplined and over-pursue. And that time right there, I thought Catholic did a good job of staying with their assignments and keeping and forcing the play to the inside where the help is.
Yeah, bad hold there, but we'll see what the Rebels respond with. Now with 1st and 20. They've been in long yardage situations already this game, and a couple flags, which is not the usual, but a blitz here from the Catholic. Oh, he's got to get rid of that. And Reed Leonard does not get rid of it, and Kimwanga Mafuta with a huge tackle in the backfield.
Great job right there, getting some pressure on Leonard. The thing is, if he didn't get that pressure, Reed Smith was wide open down the left sideline. The corner got a bit on the fake toss and started rotating to the middle of the field, which left Reese wide open, but the pressure was what saved Catholic on that play. So a big 2nd down right here.
Reed looks to throw, goes deep, over the head of Landon Bartleson. Oh, through his arms. Just missed by Landon Bartleson there. That would have been a huge pickup for the Rebels. But now we're looking at 3rd and 25 with 44.4 seconds remaining on the clock right now.
You can't ask Reed to put a better ball out there. Landon ran a great route up the seam. Got some nice air under it, and hopefully you need your playmakers to make that play. Unfortunately, Landon wasn't able to make that one this time, but I'm sure Landon wants another shot at that later on in this game, and he'll make the next play.
So as a former kicking coach, would you try to go for 10 yards, or would you go for the end zone here on this play? Well, Reed's going to scramble away. He's got to throw the ball away. And he does. Can't find his man. So we're down here on the 31-yard line. Do you give Jackson Smith a chance?
Well, I think right now
They're not.
No.
Number 3,
You're in this area right now where your defense has been dominating them. You've got 3 turnovers. There's no reason to worry about trying to put together a 48, 49-yard field goal right now in this kind of weather. Go ahead and see if you can get your first down, see if you can score something.
Yeah, but you got to get yeah, they're going to give him a chance. Here comes Jackson Smith. How long of a field goal is this? Is this 48, 49?
I think they're going to punt. I think they're going to punt right now.
Punt, my bad.
No, you're good.
You are correct. They are going to punt. This might be the first punt of the season, honestly. It's not, but, I mean, it's close to it. There is not a lot.
It definitely feels like it, though, doesn't it?
Oh, it does.
Definitely feels like it.
It feels like it. I mean, there's maybe one punt a game, if that.
They got a timeout here, and I think it's going to be important with 35 seconds. Like I was saying, your defense has dominated this game. So there's no reason right now to do anything risky.
Yeah, and we're going to head to a commercial break. This is BCSN, and we will be right back. All right, here we go. The Rebels are back on the field. They've got Reed Lanner, and they're gonna go for it. So no punt here, no punt. I rate the decision because that's a long way to go in 35 seconds for the Lexington Catholic, and Reed goes deep over the head of his man. Nearly come. Landon Bartleson has nearly come down with that, just barely. That'll be the 5th turnover of the game. No, 4th.
I think it's a great call right there. Throw it deep. You might get a pass interference. You might get if you get the interception, it's in the end zone. They'll get the ball in the 20, or you can also possibly get the touchdown. Unfortunately, and you're giving the ball only at the 31-yard line. And as the defense has been dominating tonight, go ahead, put your defense right there. Don't be afraid to give them the ball right there. And let your defense pin their ears back and keep putting that pressure on Bo Allen. But right now, I think Bo Allen's going to have to – they're going to have to start looking at more 5 to 7 yard routes.
And here we go, Ziesmer on the edge. Pressure from Wilson and Ziesmer there. Brought down around the 39-yard line.
Yeah, simple little out route right there of 8 yards, and that's the kind of passing that I'm referring to. They're going to have to do something to get the ball out of Bo's hands quicker, and to keep the ball moving forward.
Clock runs down. It's at 7 seconds now. 5, 4. They won't let a play. That'll end the first quarter. This is BCSN, and this has really been a good game.
Well,
for the Rebels.
Boyle's come out and been very fortunate to get some turnovers, and those turnovers come over from the hard play. I think Catholic needs to settle down. Still a long way to go before this game's over.
Yeah, and this is BCSN, and we're going to be right back after this short commercial break.
What's wrong, Morgan?
Oh, nothing. My mom says I have to get braces, but I don't know where to go. I'm so nervous, and I just need a nice doctor, but I don't know what to do.
Well, have you heard of Webster Orthodontics?
Who?
Come see us at Webster Orthodontics, where Dr. Webster sees every patient every time throughout the course of their treatment. We are a certified Invisalign provider and are currently accepting new patients. Webster Orthodontics will put a smile on your face.
And Bo Allen is brought down, or sorry, the running back here is brought down.
25, Ryan Nichols. Stopped by number 73, Wilson Kelly.
Nichols they just did a little simple counter to the left side. And Wilson Kelly was right there and just was able to beat his man and make a big stop right there. Big 3rd and 6 right here right now for the Knights.
Allen with the snap. Throw over the middle. That's Busov. A little fortunate tackle there for Colwick as he slips on the turf, but Monday picks up about 12 yards on the play and a first down.
That's a big first down for Catholic right there to get a little momentum, get the ball moving, get the chains moving. Again, you said it's about a 7-8 yard pass right there. I think you're going to see more of that right now. Underneath stuff coming from Catholic to try to move the ball down the field methodically.
And here we go with Monday. He's got 2 to his left, and Allen. He's got 2 to his left and 3 to his left. 1 in motion. Fake handoff. Oh, right in there. Ball's out again. Ball is out again. And who's got this one? This could be anybody. Did Hayden Bottoms force that out? I believe Hayden Bottoms. No, forced out by Will McDaniel. Boyle County football. Boyle County football. Oh, that's a demoralizer for Lexington Catholic, isn't it?
You got to be frustrated right now if you're a Catholic fan. Boyle brings pressure off the left side. He beats the block. He gets there. Bo Allen had the ball down low again, trying to make a play. Didn't really secure it and was able to get a swipe and puts the ball on the turf again. That's a 4th turnover now by a Catholic, and it's you can't win big games like this with turnovers.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Yeah, that's really been demoralizing in the story of the game so far for Lexington Catholic. And Sacco with a big run, flags down. I believe that's going to be on number 65. Number 65, Jackson Lakes there on a hold. But I could be wrong.
Believe it's going to be a hold. I think you're correct. But did you see the size of that hole? That left side blew out the tackle in the end, and then there was a ginormous hole up the middle. Obviously, the hole probably helped in creating that, but right now the offensive line is just dominating Lexington Catholic's defense.
Actually, that hold was late, and it was from behind. It was really not a great decision on Lakes' part, but it's all good because Sacco's got us almost back up here.
22,
That's about 16 yards on the play, so that'll bring up a 2nd and 4.
I think right now, if you watch this and you look in the trenches, number 65, Jackson Lakes going up against number 72, Graham Castle, and that's a battle right now that Lakes is dominating right now. Castle now has been pulled out, but it's inside the trenches right there, and that's where it's being won right now for the Rebels.
And here comes Sacco, big gain.
Run by
10 yards again, flag down. My goodness, the flags on this play. There was a Lexington Catholic player down, so I'd imagine that's another hold on Boyle County, but we'll see.
Holding.
Here we go.
Boyle.
Not real sure what the umpire's seeing right now. That's about his 4th or 5th consecutive holding penalty that I've seen him call. Obviously seeing something that we're not. Might be a little bit something after the play, but neither here nor there. It's something that Boyle's going to have to clean up.
Luckily, you guys can see a little better than us with our great camera work from Hunter Ellis over here.
Yeah, our guys in the production booth do a great job up here and giving our viewers the picture that they need to be able to follow the game right.
Yeah, and speaking of our production booth, we're a little upset to see that Matt Overing is not here today as Boyle County gets flagged again for false start. But Matt Overing today is sick. He's at home with his family, and thank goodness we've got Coach Deem up here to come and be supportive with us and help us out tonight.
Well, I told Matt I'm not taking anyone's job. I'm just a reliever coming in and out of the bullpen to help the man. Matt and I have known each other for a long time. As a reporter, I have nothing but the utmost respect for him. He sees the game very neutral and very unbiased, and I love watching him work.
Yeah, Matt had some great stuff at the Advocate Messenger. Little collision there. I'm not sure who that was between Azarius Roller and a Lexington Catholic player at the end of that play. Number 60. That's
Brings
number
up third
60,
down.
Mike Pitts and Azarius Roller getting in a little scuffle, but nothing came of it, so that's
But
good.
You got right now two teams. You got a team wanting to put someone away, and you got a team fighting for their life. And right now, everyone's trying to get any little advantage they can, so the intensity level's high. This is a critical drive for both teams.
Deep ball, Reed to Reese. Big catch by Reese Smith. Oh, what? Oh, just short of the end zone. He gets stopped on the 1 yard line on a shoestring tackle. But what a catch from Reese, and what a dime from Reed. Put it on that back shoulder, stop and go. Perfect pass.
Reed Lander threw a great back shoulder fade right there. Underthrew it, perfect for Reese to be able to make an adjustment on the ball. Broke 2 tackles. Was about to be able to scamper in the end zone, and then unfortunately was tripped up just shy of the end zone. Huge play right here for the Rebels.
Here we go. Sacco. Sacco's in. Touchdown, Boyle County, untouched.
Great job. The offensive line just collapsed the right side of the of Catholic's defensive line. Sacco, in my opinion, he's one of those running backs that just runs angry. He runs hard. He runs through. He runs behind his shoulder pads and went in untouched. And I think if anybody were to come over there and try to make the tackle, he would have been able to get in anyway.
I agree. The Rebels are going to go for 2 here, trying to make up for that extra point block on the last one. You know what's funny is this 2-point try is actually going to be a little more difficult than the touchdown was on the 1. So the Rebels get 2 short yardage plays in a row, and a little miscommunication there from Catholic. Incomplete pass, 26-0 right now. After that
Pass intended
completion.
for number 10.
They went 5 wides, and they did a simple crossing pattern right there. And the ball looked to be a little behind his Lander's intended target, but nevertheless, 26-0 with 8:24 to go in the first half. Right now, the Rebels have got a stranglehold in this game. The question is, can they continue to grip it tighter, or is Catholic going to find a way to fight back and get themselves back into the game? Get something positive going for them.
Yeah, so that was a great drive for the Rebels, especially that big catch from Reese Smith. And 26-0 is almost insurmountable for Catholic if they don't score here.
Well, they got to get some points somehow. They got to get some points on the board and get themselves in a position to feel like they can move the ball. The number one thing right now that's killing Catholic is they can't hold on to the ball. And with, I believe, 4 turnovers right now, and I believe 2 to 3 of them from Bo Allen. It's just the defensive pressure whipping the front line for Catholic. So Catholic's going to have to tighten up their offensive line blocking and give Bo Allen some opportunities to get rid of the ball.
And here comes the deep kick to the left sideline. Caught on the 10. And taking balls out.
Fumble again.
Is that Boyle County's football? I think it's Boyle County's football. Boyle County football recovered by Cass Logan. Oh my goodness, this is becoming a complete fumble fest.
I've not seen anything like this in a long time in all the games I've been to. Right now, it's almost like Catholic snake bitten on keeping a hold of the ball. The 5 turnovers in the first half, and now you're giving Boyle, who's up 26-0, with this explosive offense. 1st and 10 on the 28-yard line going in. Defense just came off the field. Catholic's right now going to have to show a little pride and a little grit to find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
Yeah, that ball's slipping out like a wet cucumber there.
Flag on the play.
Shout out to Coach Darrell for getting that cucumber reference there.
Offside against Lexington Catholic.
To add a little insult to injury right there, a mental breakdown right there on Catholic. Getting in the neutral zone a little early. 1st and 10 for the Rebels now on the 24.
And here comes Reed Lanner. rolls out, taken down in the backfield. Big sack there.
Sack by number 51.
A Roomba there.
A Roomba. Play results, second down.
Arumva did a great job not biting on the fake, on the dive play, and kept his contain. And when Atlanta rolls out, he's right there to make a great open field tackle. 7-yard loss right there puts it now Boyle second and 12. He's checking at the line for something.
Little pitch out to Will McDaniel. Picks up about 4 on the play.
Run by
Get him
number
to about
20,
the 25-yard
Will
line. About 7 minutes and 21 seconds remaining
Brought down by number
in this
20,
half.
Teddy
It's about
Bullock.
26-0.
Brings up
Make
third
sure you
down.
stay tuned at halftime. We're going to have some interviews with some college athletes coming up.
Looking forward to that.
Future college athletes, Boyle County students currently. And the face you know and love here on BCSN is one of these college athletes. You won't want to miss it. But here comes Reed Lanner. 3rd and 8 here. Little misdirection, hands off to Will McDaniel. McDaniel stuffed about a yard short of the first down.
Run by number 20.
Now if you're Coach Smith,
McDaniel.
are you going
Brought
for it
down
here
by
to get
number
1 yard,
53,
or do you bring the
Kimwanga
kicking team in?
Maputo.
Oh, I'm going for it right now. You
Brings
got
up fourth down.
you got an opportunity right now to put the second to last nail in the coffin on Catholic. And if you can get this first down and you can go in and get 6 points, you're really going to take a lot of the energy and any hope out of Catholic in their defense and their offense. So I'm going for it.
Yep, they do. Will McDaniel, first down. First down, Boyle
Run
County.
by number 20, Will McDaniel.
You can see right now the offensive line right now. If you notice in this drive, it's been more on the ground. So they're starting to impose their will on the defense of Catholic right now, being more physical at the point of attack, being able to push people off the ball, and getting those 4 to 5 yard carries on just simple running plays.
Yeah, those have been really effective tonight. Lanner hands to McDaniel. McDaniel crushed at the line of
Run by
scrimmage.
number
He
20,
picks up about 2
Will
yards there.
McDaniel. Stop by number 60.
Big stop by
Pitts
Mike Pitts.
Brings up second down.
Pitts did a great job of shedding his block and stepping into the gap, making a nice tackle right there. Really did a great form. Nice shoulder, head up, wrapped him up, and brought him down.
Lanner rolls, Lanner throws. Point pass to Riley Colwick.
Passes complete.
That'll get him down to the 5-yard line here. And here, if a touchdown here, you're still about 3 points away from the running clock at 36 points, depending on what you go for. I think you definitely just kick your extra point here coming up.
Right now, I think that you're going to see we're going to see a little bit more power football right here.
Here comes Will McDaniel. Touchdown. Touchdown, Boyle County. Will McDaniel finds his way into the end zone. That'll make it 32-0 and 33 with the extra point.
Run by number 20, Will McDaniel. And that is a
Flag down, flag down.
Transmit.
Flag down on the left side of the field.
There is a flag on the play.
I think you had a little altercation with number 73, Wilson Kelly.
That's actually number 72.
And number 51 from Catholic, Felipe Arumva, excuse me.
It's actually number 72 for Boyle County, Caleb Edmonston, I believe.
Might have been a couple of love taps thrown right there. We'll have to wait and see.
Personal foul against Lexington Catholic. Into attempt extra point number 27, Jackson Smith. Holding number 6,
That'll be on the kickoff.
Cole Lancer. And snapping number 7, Colin Tiller.
And that flag will most likely be enforced on the kickoff.
Little frustration now setting in for Catholic right now. Definitely not something they were expecting tonight.
Yeah, this beat down is really unfortunate way for Catholic to go out, depending on if they come back in the second half. And they nearly blocked the kick again. Went in, but they were around that same edge once again to almost block that.
Well, you saw Jackson. I think his approach was a little smoother. He was a little cleaner, had a little bit more urgency getting to the ball. They are coming hard off that left end of Boyle County's, but Jackson was able to bury it like he's been doing all year.
Boyle County's kicking team ready to come back on the field.
This is one of those times when I think you can see possibly Coach Burns pull something out of the back of his pocket here. Maybe run what they like to call an Irish or a middle punch, something that might catch them off guard to see if we can get some pressure on the ball. They've had a hard time holding on to the ball all night. Put the ball on the turf in this cold weather. Down 33 points, sometimes you become a little less likely to want to get on that ball and secure it. And if they could do that, Boyle could get the ball back and be able to go down and put some more points and get that clock running.
Yep, and there's the kickoff enforcement. So we got a little short kick here. I wonder what they're going to do here. That's definitely something where you can do one of those little trick plays.
Great setup for it, and you see Catholic's preparing for it. They've got 10 up, and within they got 5 in the front on the 10 yards away, and they got their other 5 yards back from that. So in the 15-yard area, they got 10 players up there. They're expecting something here.
You know what they might want to do is just roll the ball down up the middle and see what happens. I mean, it'd cause a mess.
Nice little pooch kick right here. If he could drop it about the 20-yard line, could cause some problems.
Yeah, a little slow approach.
There it is.
On the turf. Out again.
There it was. Great job right there.
Gets it out on the 12-yard line, so that's a win for Boyle County.
Absolutely. It's a great job by Jackson Smith putting that ball in the air.
At the Lexington Catholic 12-yard line.
It's about 4 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in the half.
So now I don't know what you do if you're Catholic right here. You've moved the ball a little bit with some plays underneath. You're down. You want to find a way to get the ball, and you're going to take this. This to me, I think, is a must-scoring drive for them. They're going to have to find a way to get some points on the board going into halftime to get something to build off of.
Allen looks to throw. Finds his man, Bracken, for about 10 yards. It's going to be 8 yards, sorry. That's going to be bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice little square out pattern right there. You know, get it simple. A simple 9-yard pass is what I'm talking about. Those short 8, 9, 10-yard passing that's going to be able to move the chains for them. They run a 5-wide set to spread everybody out and to open that up.
Man, Lexington Catholic just can't get anything going against this stalwart Rebel defense. Big hit there, no flag. Colwick's one-on-one is beat. Reese Smith brings him down.
Pass is complete.
That was number 85, Jake Spoozon.
Nice play right there by Bo Allen. Had pressure coming on from Zedarius Roller and was able to step in and complete the pass. You can see Boyle still bringing pressure right now. They're trying to get Bo to get rid of the ball as quick as possible.
You're good. I'm not worried about it. Here comes the snap. Allen pressured. Nearly brought down in the backfield. But Roller, there he is again. Easy Roller on the tackle.
Pass is complete to number 25, Ryan Nichols.
Try to do a little bubble screen right there. Rebels able to get up there and get on it quick to the short side of the field. I like to see, I think Catholic right now needs, they're doing some short passing in the outs and the flats. I think they need to see if they can try to find something up the seam. Boyle's only playing, locking up man-to-man with one deep safety.
multiple men in the backfield there. Just Allen forced to throw it away.
Pass intended for number 34.
Incomplete
Jack
pass. There's about
Monday.
3 minutes and 42
Brings up
seconds
third down.
remaining in the half.
Number 9,
33-0
Robert
Boyle
with the
County.
coverage.
3rd and 11 here.
Huge play right now for the Knights. They're going to have to find a way to, get about 7 to 8 yards here. Put themselves in a manageable 4th down situation. I don't see them punting the ball here. They need to be able to find a way to get that ball, to continue to keep the ball and get a 1st down, because they don't want to give it back to this offense right now, because Boyle's offense has been dominating.
The last thing you want to do is fumble. Which has been a reoccurring theme, of course. Oh, and he's brought down in the backfield. Big sack there by Wilson Kelly.
Sacked by number
I think Wilson
73,
Kelly has a degree in
Kelly.
horticulture because he just planted that quarterback into the ground.
Yeah, he's definitely doing some farming tonight. That's for sure.
results, 4th down.
He's doing a great job of beating his man, and is showing relentless energy right now. And that's one of the things that I enjoy watching him play, is the energy he brings out in every play. He's a man, he plays both ways, and he definitely doesn't he doesn't take plays off.
So that brings up a 4th and 22, and they're going to go for it, which Coach Deem alluded to here a minute ago. Here comes the deep ball from Bo Allen. Got a man over the shoulder, incomplete pass. That'll give the Rebels the ball in their own in their field goal range almost. Of course, a field goal just gets it into the running clock, which is going to really change the game for Lexington Catholic.
You got 2:54 to go. Coach Pardue's smart. He's been doing this for many years. He understands how to manage the clock right now. He's got timeouts. He's going to find a way to get himself down there to put the ball in the end zone. If at the worst, put him in a simple situation where you can bring Smith out there to try to kick a field goal to get the running clock going.
Yeah, I just want to remind you guys, I'm joined today by Coach Brian Deem due to Matt Overing's sickness. Coach Deem's a 12-time state tournament appearer. He's been there 7 times with girls soccer and 5 times with softball. It's a very successful coach here, and he's really been noticing how great Coach Smith's been doing over there. Haven't you, Coach Deem?
Well, when I started coaching here at Boyle County and started working with the kickers, one of the things that I did was I listened to Coach Smith for 13 years and just talk about what it took to run a program, and he's one of the best. I love how his passion for the game, his passion for the kids. It's fantastic.
Lanner snaps, looks to throw, has a man over the middle. Good block there. And a good pickup there for, I believe that was Reese Smith.
To number 15, Reese Smith.
So that'll get you up past your original line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by number 58, Nick.
Put you in a manageable 3rd and 5 situation right there. It's a nice little roll out to the right, backside screen play.
Clock ticks under 2 minutes now. Welcome back. Sorry for that. That was with a couple of technical difficulties. But now the Rebels are down on the 6-yard line after a couple runs by Will McDaniel and a nice little throw to Cameron Yates.
53 seconds to go right now. 1st down for the Rebels at the 7. Look to see if they go a slant right here to Reese Smith.
Lanner carries. Looks to the corner. I believe that was caught. Touchdown, Boyle County to Reese Smith, and that'll bring on the running clock, and that is almost the final nail in the coffin for Lexington Catholic.
I'm not really sure how Reese was able to make that play. Lanner rolled out to his left, threw the ball. Defender had a great coverage on it, stepped in front of it. Reese was able to come up and get his feet down. He's got great hands. Puts Boyle up 39-0 with 37 seconds to go in the first half.
Kick is up and good.
and that is the Tartar Farm and Ranch Equipment extra point. As a reminder, for the remainder of the game, we will be operating under the running clock rule.
And there's the running clock announcement. Big game changer for Boyle County.
Running clock is always, one of those things that as the playoffs go by that people like to debate about, at what point, once you start it, if you were able to score and cut it back under the 36-point rule, does it stop? That's something that gets debated back and forth. But right now, Boyle's in total control of the game, and I think they're going to try to seal the deal right here and get to halftime. Kind of refocus on what they want to do for the second half and make sure they have some of their players to get some rest and keep them fresh for hopefully to finish this off in the second half to get ready for next week's third round game.
Here we go with the kick. Jackson Smith up here. Only 37 seconds left in this half. But I guess no matter what happens, the clock's running, so we'll see where the kick goes. Flat kick. Bounces into the huge tackle there. Absolutely huge tackle there by
Run back by number 4, Dylan Bracken.
Player down on the play.
51.
And the clock will run into halftime, I believe.
That play right there is pretty much summed up this first half. Physicality has been definitely one-sided tonight with on the side of the Rebels. They've been more physical in the trenches. They've been more physical defensively. And the turnovers were caused by the physical play by the defense, and is helped shorten the field for Boyle and put Boyle into the situation to be where they're at.
All right, that brings us into halftime. We will be right back, and we're going to head to a commercial real quick. How much of me can you see? Let's get that down a little bit. Yeah, we're about short. Hello and welcome back to BCSN. This is our halftime show. So, Coach D, what did you think about that first half?
Boyle County came out to play tonight. I felt like the physicality of their offensive and defensive line set the tone. Coach Essen did a great job bringing pressure with his linebackers, and Cali, bottom line, couldn't hold on the ball, giving Boyle County short fields to work with this offense and the speed. It's definitely something that they didn't want to happen, and Boyle cashed in and made them pay for it.
I definitely agree with you. Boyle definitely cashed in. 4-0 running clock started before halftime on Lexington Catholic. Other teams could only dream of doing that to a team of this caliber. I mean, this is the 5th-ranked RPI team in the 4A. So that is incredible for Boyle County to be running clocking them in the first half. I mean, but that's partially in part to all those turnovers. What do you think about all the turnovers?
Well, like I said, it's a cold night. The ball can get a little slippery, that's for sure. But I thought Bo Allen kept the ball away from his body a little bit too much. He allowed some hands to get in there and jar him loose. But it all boils down to the pressure that Boyle County's defense put on him. They put great defense on Bo. He wasn't comfortable in the pocket. You could see that. His feet were a little bit too happy, and he felt the pressure nonstop. And when you feel that pressure, your internal clock starts ticking, and then that's when bad things happen. And unfortunately tonight for Bo, and bad things have been happening.
I agree. This has just not been his night. A lot of pressure, though, from Tommy Ziesmer and Wilson Kelly, really making an impact on that line. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be right back with some college athletes and some special guests. Hello and welcome back. So with me, I've got Grant Hotchkiss, who you all know and love from a couple different broadcasts this year, and he's been in here a lot. And I've got Drew Baker as well. These boys signed with Wright State this week to play baseball. So guys, what does it take to be a college athlete? So when did you make the decision that you wanted to go to that next level?
I mean, it's always been a dream of mine to play at the next level. It was always what sport it would be. And I think whenever I came into high school, I knew that baseball is really, I loved all three, but baseball is really what I've loved since the very beginning. But it's always been a dream, and I'm very thankful for it.
Yeah, how about you, Drew?
I mean, I'm kind of on the same page as him. Of course, kind of leading up, I played football also. Baseball's been my sport, so it's kind of my thing to do.
Awesome. So, Grant, how did you get involved with BCSN and Coach Bowman?
Well, we were just sitting in our first period class one day, and something came to my attention that something was happening, and I just like to be involved, so it was a good opportunity, and I've loved every second of it. I mean, where we came from the start, and it'll even get better next year, so it's been great.
So, with you all both playing football, who do you think is the best player on this year's team?
Well, I think me and everybody else knows right now the best player is Reese Smith, but Reese is unbelievable. He's one of my best friends, but you can never forget about Reed, Wilson, Tommy, Isaac, Azarius, Sacco, Will McDaniel. The whole team just runs together. It's a whole team effort.
Football's not really a sport. You can have one man and you gotta have bits and pieces everywhere else too. So, yeah, definitely all around team.
Awesome. So you guys get a lot of people credit on this team. So do you think the coaches are doing a great job out there getting these guys motivated and ready to go? I mean, they're getting everybody involved.
Yeah, I mean, the coaches are great. I mean, it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and you're thinking about the game on Saturday. So it's a full week process, but if you really love it, you'll do it, and the coaches definitely love it. They're in there more hours than anybody that I know, and they definitely get the team prepared.
Yeah, so thank you guys, and we'll be right back with another segment here. This is Drew Baker, and this is Grant Hotchkiss. Thank you so much for tuning in real quick, and we'll be right back.
Wilford.
Got Trevor Wolford here. He has just finished his AIT training and the military, and he was a former player here at Boyle County. And I just want to ask, what was it like when you played against Lexington?
It was always energetic. The crowd was always loud. We always had a good audience. Nick when I played.
Obviously not that tonight. So what was your time in the military like?
At AIT, basic. I went in with a little bit of discipline, and then coming out, I know I've changed a lot. They give you a lot of discipline, and you learn how to your social skills. They improve. You learn how to talk to people without being disrespectful, and then come to your MOS. They train you for mine was 8 weeks. So I'm a 13 Juliet fire control specialist, and all I do is
do you enjoy the military and all that? Was that always a dream of yours? When did that come to play?
One of my best friends from school, and then my family, they didn't push me into it, but they were always like, hey, this could always be a choice. And my best friend, he really pushed it on me. And he was like, hey, join with me. So I joined with him. I knew he was part of that, but it took me over this.
So do you have a specific memory of your time playing against either Lexington Catholic or any specific memory of Boyle County?
Yes. Right before kickoff, we played Lexington Catholic away, and I'm pretty sure it was coach. I think our motto was GATA, and it's crazy. We'd all be screaming, and coach would be like, be quiet.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on, and so we'll be right back with the game. Thank you so much to our guests, Grant and Trevor and Drew. Thank you so much, guys.
Hello, I'm Grant Hotchkiss.
Colin Carver.
And we have something special to tell you all. So we have a church group at Southland Christian Church, and it came to our mind that there are many children in our community that will not receive a Christmas this year, and this broke our entire group's hearts. So what we've decided to do is start a charity to get as many kids that we can Christmas. And so we have a couple fundraisers. We have a GoFundMe right now. That's on my social media. It's on my Twitter, and that's at Grant Hotchkiss. And it's on a lot of our church group members' Twitters. It's on a lot of our family's Facebooks. It's on my mother's, which is Amy Hotchkiss. And we have a special event coming up. It's a 5K, and Colin will tell you more about that.
Yes, in order to raise money for this charity, we will be hosting a 5K at Millennium Park November 30th at 2 p.m. The first 25 to show up will get a free t-shirt. Okay? Admissions is $20, and we're going to have a good time. Everybody's going to be dressed Christmas themed, and we're here to raise money for the kids.
We appreciate any donations that you can give us. Toys, charity, funds to the GoFundMe, or if you can find us in person, anything, even if it is a penny, will help us. We just want to get out there for our community and help the children. We appreciate anything that you can give to us, and thank you. All right, I'm out.
That's awesome. Thank you guys for doing it. So we'll be like right job I think our dad.
I was going to say that our dad is going to Texas.
Oh yeah, Jack. Alright, are you going hunting after this? You going hunting after this? Or just decide to wait there? More? I was dying to ask around. And here comes the kick, Jackson Smith. Oh, booming kick down to the 5-yard line. Various Rebels coming in. Good return there, stuffed up by Hayden Bottoms.
Run back by number 14. Correction, number 18, J.D. Woodall.
Nice little return right there for Catholic. They need to get some good field position. They're going to try to get out here right now and try to see if they get some points on the board.
14, Hayden Bottoms.
And that running clock rule coming into effect here already. Sorry. 1st and 10. Allen by himself. I mean, Allen has taken a beating today, and there's another whack there by Wilson Kelly.
Boyle came with a little twist and the inside, brought the right tackle around the left side. Was left Wilson Kelly one-on-one. Was able to beat his man and get some pressure on Bo Allen. Bo Allen did a good job of completing that pass for the first down.
Little screen pass here to Buzon. Buzon almost drops the ball.
Pass is complete to number 87, Blake Buzon.
You're starting to see right now Catholic's going short. They're trying to do some screen play action and trying to be able to find those little 5-yard routes to see if they can get some run after catch yards.
And we're already down to 2 minutes into the clock. Pressure from the backside, batted down by Cash Logan. Incomplete pass, second, and that'll bring up 3rd and 6.
One of the first times I've seen the pocket for Bo Allen to stay pretty solid for him. He did a good job stepping up into the pocket, threw a nice little ball across the middle, but broken up very nicely by Boyle County.
Oh, picked off. And he's going to take it back. That's Reese Smith. Oh, that interception breaks the record previously held by Jacob Tammy for the most interceptions at Boyle County. And what a way to do it with a pick 6 for Reese Smith. That is a record-breaking pick 6. Wow.
A lot of pressure right there on Bo Allen. A lot of pressure on Bo Allen. He threw on the back foot, kind of floated. Reese read it all the way, stepped in, made the pick, and took it to the house. Had a lot of green in front of him. Just absolutely fantastic job by Reese being able to read that and take it the other way.
And hopefully for Mr. Smith, we've got some Mr. Football deciders watching today, because Reese Smith has absolutely dominated this game with injuries. Unbelievable. And I mean, Bo Allen, he's had a great season, but it's just not been his night tonight with this relentless Rebel defense.
Yeah, Bo struggled a lot tonight. Reese has done his job and come through.
And that is the Nathaniel Wilson. Correction. Carter Ranch and Farm Equipment.
Nice little kick right there by Jackson. He sat there nice and smooth, fluid, struck the ball well, had good rotation on the ball. 47-0 Boyle County.
Yeah, I just want to shout out the Boyle County offensive line, consisting of number 50, Sam Bischoff, number 65, Jackson Lakes, number 72, Caleb Edmonston, and I'm sure there's more that I'm missing, but those are the 3 that I'm 100% sure are consistently in there. But those offensive linemen have just been fantastic tonight, really opening holes for Boyle County. Other than a couple hold calls, the offensive line for Boyle County has made a big difference in this game. Defensive line as well. Just really been great today for the Rebels.
Catholic, number 18, J.D. Woodall.
There goes the kick from Jackson Smith. Nearly a slip turn. Up the sideline, cuts back, and finally brought down at the 45-yard line. Big return there by number 18, J.D. Woodall.
Nice little return right there. Starting to the right, to his left side, going up the line. Catholic did a great job of sealing the sideline for him. Speed finally caught up and he cut to the inside and finally was brought down at the 46-yard line.
And the clock ticks down further. We're now under 9 minutes. Feels like it's flown by. We'll see how Bo Allen and the offense can do here. Hayden Bottoms, sack. Sacagawea right there.
Sacked by number 14, Hayden Bottoms.
Hayden Bottoms is right now just owning the outside edge. He's just beating his man off the snap and getting a nice little speed rush on him and just getting to Bo Allen. And Bo doesn't have any time right now to be able to find anybody open. He's constantly looking to see where the pressure's coming from. And as a quarterback, you got to keep your eyes downfield. And right now, there's no way he can do that because he's just got too much pressure on him.
Can't get his eyes downfield because you can't see anything over all the black jerseys in his face. There we go again. Sacco, huge sack.
Sacked by number 22.
That right there was a complete miscommunication between Bo Allen and Nichols. Not sure what that was supposed to whether it's supposed to be a play action or a direct snap to Nichols, but obviously some miscommunication in the backfield, which has pushed Catholic back even further.
So about 7 minutes remaining. I know with this score you might be thinking you want to tune out, but after the game we will have some interesting interviews. We're hoping to get Wilson Kelly, Reese Smith, and Reed Lanter up here, and I mean, you don't want to miss that. Seeing their post-game reactions. Nearly picked off there by Bartleson, but instead a big gain for Lexington Catholic. Actually, it's going to get them the first down. Monday picks up the first down after missed tackle
to number 34, Jack Monday.
And Will McDaniel, it rolled through the hands of him, I believe.
Yeah, Will McDaniel made a great break on the ball. Just didn't come up with the ball. Just ran through it. I thought for sure there was going to be another pick six, but wasn't able to come up and complete the play.
First down.
Flag. Jogger.
Flag on the play.
As the clock ticks now at 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this quarter. Wow, it is flying. This half might not even last 30 minutes. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Rebels. That is just unnecessary for them.
Right now, with this kind of a game right now, the best thing Boyle County can do, stay quiet, keep your comments to yourself. Just keep playing hard, keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about competing against the scoreboard. Compete against yourself on trying to make yourself better and get yourself ready for next week.
I completely agree. You don't want any suspensions, or I don't know how that works at the high school level, but you definitely don't want penalties. And here's Bo Allen. Lobs it. Ooh!
Man-to-man coverage down there on the left side. Reese Smith playing a single safety, rotated over, was able to come over and break that play up. Bo Allen put a lot of air into that ball, which allowed Reese Smith to come over there and make the play.
It almost looked like Landon Bartleson slide tackled Reese Smith. I'm not exactly sure what happened, whether he was diving or not, but it really looked like when Reese jumped, Landon bumped into him, and it kind of toppled him over and didn't let him get the interception.
Well, those are two Division I athletes out there, one in corner and one at safety. A lot of speed right there between those two.
Hold. Looked like a hold there on Wilson Kelly, but no call. As the clock ticks under 5 minutes now, 47-0 as Lexington Catholic continues to progress.
One thing right now the Rebels are going to have to make sure they're doing is stay fundamental. They don't need to relax. They don't need to give up a cheap touchdown because of going at 80%. When you go 80%, that's when injuries happen. That's when you might start a bad habit. Right now they need to stay sharp and stay focused and keep playing at 100%.
Yeah, I agree. High snap again. Hand off to Nichols. Nichols brought down. I'll bring up 4th and
Run by
1.
number 25.
Now, if you're Lexington
Ryan
Catholic, do you
Nichols.
just decide to get points on the board and
Stopped
kick it,
by
or
number
just
9,
go for
Riley
it and see what
Boyle.
happens?
Brings
You're
up
down
4th
47
down.
points. You're trying right now. You're playing for pride. You're playing for pride. You're not settling for anything less than that. You're going to give everything you got, and you're going to try to find a way to put that ball in the end zone.
Which is what they're going to do. We'll see what Bo Allen's got in store. I imagine this could be a designed run, and it is. He got
Run
it,
by
but just
number
barely.
11,
Picked
Bo
up 3
Allen.
yards.
Stopped by number
Simple quarterback
73,
draw.
Wilson
You
Kelly.
can see the
And
right
that's
tackle
the
kicked
Lexington
out the end,
Catholic first down.
opened up the gap right there on the right side for Allen to be able to get 3 yards to get the first down. Nice little run. Bo Allen's a nice-looking athlete, strong, runs behind his shoulders. He's going to be a catch for UK.
I mean, just no running room for Nichols. Flag down here, but he just can't get anywhere.
Run by number 25. Ryan
As the clock
Nichols,
ticks
brought
down
down
under
by
3
number
minutes and
9,
30
Riley
seconds.
Cowick. There is a flag on the play.
Another flag.
Correction, 2 flags on the play.
Yep. There's the PA.
I think right now some composure is being lost out there on the field, which is a sad thing to see. Both these teams are quality programs, and they just need to make sure they keep their composure. I know this is never an easy situation to be in, but keep your composure, keep playing, and keep competing. But make sure that you keep your poise and do the right things.
A lot of discussion between the referees. Face mask. What? Is that a face mask on Lexington Catholic?
Offsetting personal fouls. Replay the down.
I'm not exactly sure what happened there. It looked like he called for a face mask. I guess not.
Well, right now, it looked like there's a little bit of jawing going on out there, a little more than both of the officials are wanting to have out there. And again, when you got two programs that are as illustrious as both of these are, competing like this, no one expects a game to get to this point. And when you get something to this point in the game, you'll see that sometimes composure and tempers will flare, and that's a sad thing to see. But I'm sure Catholic's going to get their kids under control, as well as Coach Smith, and we'll finish this game out the right way.
I mean, when is it the time to put the JV in? This feels like about a necessary time. It's getting a little chippy, and just throw the JV in there. You know they won't get quite as chippy. Well, hold on the play here.
Well,
That foul will be enforced.
there was a hold on the play
Personal fouls
without
will
and the
offset.
two offsetting personal fouls. Right now you still want to keep your kids focused and keep them focused on playing a full game. Maybe in the fourth quarter you can start putting in some of your younger kids, but you're in playoff time right now, and you don't definitely, if you got kids like Reese Smith, who's been battling a little bit of an injury, you'll give him a little bit of a break here. But at the same time, you want to keep giving them the reps because you want them to stay sharp. And right now for Boyle, it's about staying sharp and competing with themselves, as I said earlier.
Perfect. That's a great analysis, Coach Dean.
Games like this now, when you have a lot of penalties and you're trying to sort out yardage and stuff, and you had some substitutions, this is where not only do the players get a little frustrated and a little impatient, so do the fans. And fans will always be fans, but I think everything's going to settle down, and we'll get back here to play. It's first down, and excuse me, first down for Lexington Catholic.
Man, so many players in the backfield. Incomplete pass there, but the Rebels had so much pressure
Pass
going
is
there.
intended for number 85.
You got to feel for Bo Allen right now, because right
Covered
now
by number
there's
24.
definitely been I don't know if there's been a
Landon
change at
Baldwin.
the center position, but
Second down.
the snap right now in the last 5 or 6 in the shotgun formation have not been clean. They've been very high. Bo Allen's a tall kid,
6'2", 200.
6'2", and Bo Allen's having to jump to get the snap. And when you have that, it's going to break your rhythm, and it's going to allow that defensive pressure to get on you quick.
Not only jump, but jump and reach. There's another jump. Touchdown. Touchdown, Lexington Catholic. Right at the end of the quarter.
Nice little post pattern right there. Bo Allen sat back in the pocket. He had some pressure coming from Andrew Sacco. I thought Sacco was going to get to him quick enough before he released the ball, but he didn't. And both threw a beautiful little ball post pattern, got some air underneath of it, and they were able to get under it. And a great job securing the ball, finishing the catch, and keeping his feet in bounds.
Here comes the extra point to be attempted by number 13, Jarrett Mullins.
Snapping number 26, Gavin Klein. Flag on the play.
Legal substitution there. Legal substitution on Boyle there. Coach Burns is fuming over on the sideline because of that.
That's one thing that sets Boyle County's coaching staff apart from many others. It's they're very, very detailed oriented, and it's those minor little penalties right there. When many look and see it a 47-6 game, there's no reason to be upset about it. But that's not the way Coach Smith and his staff runs this program. Every little play, every little detail must be carried out to its best ability.
Yeah, it's a prestigious program here at Boyle County. We're lucky to be a part of it. Dink through the uprights. 47-7.
At the end of the third quarter, Boyle County leads 47-7.
That'll wrap up the third quarter. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break. 47-7. This is BCSN.
What's wrong, Morgan?
Oh, nothing. My mom says I have to get braces, but I don't know where to go. I'm so nervous, and I just need a nice doctor, but I don't know what to do.
Well, have you heard of Webster Orthodontics?
Who?
Come see us at Webster Orthodontics, where Dr. Webster sees every patient every time throughout the course of their treatment. We are a certified Invisalign provider and are currently accepting new patients. Webster Orthodontics will put a smile on your face.
Lexington Catholic is set to kick off. Onside kick. Nice hop right there. Fielded cleanly by Boyle.
Player down on the field. But he gets up, so it's all good. Here we go. That starts the running clock again in this quarter. 47-7 is the current score. 11 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the game.
I think you're going to see a nice steady dose of some Andrew Sacco here.
I would think so. Just hand the ball off, hand the ball off, hand the ball off.
Andrew runs so hard, like I said earlier.
Every down. Yeah, so here we go. Sorry, we're getting some instruction there. Reese here, hands off. Around the corner, attempts to get around the corner, not quite.
22,
Sacco stuffed there.
23,
nice simple off tackle left.
Second down.
Cut it up inside, get about 3 or 4 on the play. And that's what I mean. Andrew runs so hard. He runs angry, stays behind his shoulder pads, looks for a seam to cut it up in there and to get yards. He doesn't string plays out wide and allow that Catholic defense to use its speed to force him out of bounds.
Here we go, some instruction from Coach Pardue and Coach Smith. Comes the snap. Hands off. Picks up about 5 or 6 on the play, or
Run
2 or
by
3 on the
number
play. Sorry.
22, Andrew Sacco. Stopped by number 59.
If you're watching there, and if you're one of those young kids, maybe in youth football leagues, watching Andrew when he comes through there, watch how he keeps his feet moving. His knees are high, keeps his ankles in line with his hips, and he keeps driving forward, and that's why he's able to take that initial hit and move it further down and get 2 to 3 yards on that play.
So clock ticks under 10 minutes now. I'm not sure what happened there, but Edmonston definitely jumped. But there was also some movement on the Catholic line. False start on Edmonston.
Against Boyle.
Yeah, Caleb Edmonston, little overzealous right there on wanting to get out on his block right there. Kind of flew out a little early. Pushed it back to about 3rd and 8.
Good little run there.
Run by number 22,
Sacco.
Andrew Sacco. Stopped by number
Will the Rebels bring out the
59,
punt
Pierce
team or
Hall.
just try to get another 2 yards? Looks like they're just going to try to get 2. 2 yards, not 2 points.
If anybody knows Chuck
Roughly
Smith
1.5.
and follows Chuck Smith in the years he's been here, these are winning time plays. He's out here right now. You can execute these 4th and 1s, 4th and 2s. These are the plays that set you apart and allow you to win state championships, as he's been able to do for so many years.
Here's the handoff. Sacco around the edge, 1st down, and more. Get down to the 25-yard line. Big run there from Andrew Sacco.
Run by number 22, Andrew Sacco. Brought down by number 18, J.D. Woodall.
Fantastic job right there. They ran deuce over there with
I
the
don't know
two guys in the backfield, came across to kick out, and Sacco just followed the escort around the edge. They sealed the edge off for him nicely for a nice little pickup.
Here comes the play. There's about 8 minutes left. Reed getting him some instruction. I'd imagine they're just letting this play clock tick. Keep the ball as long as they can. 7 minutes and 45 seconds remaining on the clock. Hand off to Sacco around the edge. Good block there by Rabani. Sacco cuts inside. Stuck on around the 6-yard line, 5-yard line.
Great kick out block by Rabani. Absolutely sit there, sealed off his man, allowed that alleyway for Sacco to cut it up there, and be able to sit there and get inside the 10-yard line.
Here we go. 7 minutes and 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Snap. Sacco, touchdown. Touchdown, Boyle County.
That was a textbook drive by Chris Pardue. Great play calling. Kept it in the double wing set formation and just ran counters and traps off the double wing. Being able to kick it to the outside when he needed to, be able to do counter play in the middle. And on that last one, just did a simple counter trap and open the hole for Sacco to go right through and score the touchdown. Great calls by Coach Pardue.
Extra point, number 27, Jackson Smith. Holding, number 6, Cole Lancer. And snapping, number 7, Colin Tiller.
6 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in the game. 53-7. I'm just a reminder. Make sure you stay tuned because we got some special interviews with Reed, Reese, and Wilson after the game. Comes Jackson's. Yep. So they're going to kick. As the line moves over. Little favorite play of Chuck Smith's here on this kickoff. Kick is up. Kick is good. 54-7.
Nice ball strike right there by Jackson Smith.
Yeah, 54-7 has just been a tough one for these Lexington Catholic fans. Tough night
I don't
today.
feel like that anybody here anticipated this at all. I'm sure, I know that Coach Smith and his staff definitely didn't anticipate this. And the thing about it is sometimes you just have one of those nights when things just don't go right, and clearly that was the way it went for Lexington Catholic, especially in that first quarter with 3 or 4 turnovers early. And I think they ended up having 5 in the first half. And in playoff football, you're not going to win big games when you're turning the ball over a couple of times. And you start turning the ball over 4 or 5 times, you're putting yourself behind the 8 ball and virtually making it impossible for you to be able to have any success and get any rhythm. And they had no rhythm tonight at all.
Here comes the kick. Jackson Smith. 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this half. Left sideline. Caught by Whittle. Blown up. Blown up around the 25-yard line. Moved back by a pile of
Run
rebels.
back by number 18, J.D. Woodall.
6 minutes and 22 seconds remaining.
And JD, when he runs his kickoff returns, if you notice him, he runs really high. He doesn't get behind his shoulders. And that's the second or third time tonight I've seen him take a hit hard on a kickoff right about the chest area because he keeps himself up too upright. He doesn't get low behind his pads. And when you run like that, you're going to open yourself up to get lit up in a pretty violent way.
Bo Allen back, flags.
Flag on the play. Offsides against Boyle.
Offsides there against Boyle County.
You look at what's coming up next week in the playoffs. These are things that Coach Smith's going to want to make sure that we clean up, that is taken care of. These little penalties right there, defensively, we're not lined up properly.
Good little run there from Jack Monday on the throw.
Pass is complete to number
Kind of goes back to what I was
34,
saying
Jack
right at the beginning of that play. Defense didn't get themselves lined up, and you can see Coach Smith right now is fired up about it, and he should be. It's a little bit of lack of focus right now, and this is where you got to compete with yourself, and you got to focus even harder when things are going good for you.
4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the game.
Run by number 25, Ryan Nichols. Brought down by number 20, Will McDaniel.
Good tackle there
Brings
from
up
Will
second
McDaniel.
down.
But 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Catholic now getting all their signals, their play calls from the sideline.
Nichols rolls out. Allen looks to throw. Got a man. First down. And more. Bouzon. Bouzon breaks the tackle. Down to the 10-yard line.
Run by
Nice little double slant. The inside man clears out the linebacker for the second man to come through. Bo hit him right in stride. He was able to turn it up and turn it into a big gain right there.
Four minutes remaining. So this has probably been Bo Allen's worst game of the season, unfortunately for him. Unfortunately, the one he's got to go out on. But, I mean, he'll be at Kentucky next year. Do you think he'll be able to play in the future at Kentucky?
Well, you know, Bo Allen's a competitor, and all athletes have games like this in their time and their careers, and it's just part of it.
There's another unfortunate pick there by Allen.
Intercepted by number 24.
But as far as Bo Allen going to the next level, I'm not educated enough to be able to determine whether or not Bo Allen's good enough to play at the next level. Coach Stoops at UK is, and he feels he is, and what he's done with the UK program since he's taken over, I feel pretty confident Coach Stoops sees something that leads him to believe that he can be an SEC quarterback and compete for an SEC East title. So I have faith in Coach Stoops as a UK fan, and believe Bo Allen has all the ability to go down there and have a very successful career at UK.
I agree. This is just an off night for him. Is it 6 turnovers for Bo? I think it is.
Well, I think as a team, it's been 6 turnovers. And, again, a lot of it has to do with the pressure that the Bull defense. I think that last pick right there, he kind of forced the ball a little bit.
Let it run by Sacco. The clock is now under 2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining. Make sure you stay tuned. We got some good interviews after the game. Reed, Reese, and Wilson from Boyle County. This is going to be interesting up here. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to fit that big body of Wilson Kelly up here in the camera.
Well, he's going to have to sit next to you because you're the one that's short. You're the one that's smaller than me, so you're in better shape than I am. So I'm going to let you sit next to him.
It's about 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining. Reed Lanner snaps the ball. Will McDaniel's got a hole. Will McDaniel in the flat. Got space. Cuts inside. Taken down on the 30-yard line. Huge run there by Will McDaniel.
Just a fantastic job by the offensive line. Kicking out the guard, sealing off the linebacker. And Will McDaniel busted right up the middle on a simple blast play up the middle. Showed his acceleration, his speed to get downfield.
And we'll see how they line up here, but I'd imagine they'll let it run down with enough time and just go victory formation.
And that's what they're doing right now. You can see Coach Smith right now. Coach Smith.
So they'll let it get under 40 before they do.
There's a lot of respect between these two programs. There's no reason to do anything right now to show any disrespect to anybody. That's the nature of Coach Smith and the relationships we have with our opponents. So good job for Boyle County tonight. They've done a great job wrapping this game up and getting ready to go to the third round of the playoffs.
Where, if the results hold, they will be playing Holmes. Holmes will be the opponent of next week's game.
Covington Holmes is always an athletic group team. They're coming out of up in the northern Kentucky area, so prepare yourself for a team that's going to be athletic. They're going to be able to run, and they're going to have speed. So I think for all of us Rebel fans next week, don't overlook this team. Anybody can beat anybody, and when you're playing for uniforms, as I like to say, anything's fair game now.
And congratulations to Boyle County. Make sure you stay tuned for our post-game interviews, and we'll be right back with a conversation about the game. This is BCSN. And the trophy for 4A District 5 Championship will be awarded to Boyle County this season. Congratulations to Boyle County. Lexington Catholic unfortunately falls tonight 54-7. Just not their night. A bunch of turnovers have plagued them, and their seniors are distraught over there. Poor Bo Allen. He'll be back next year, though. You'll see him at UK. Our good wishes go to Lexington Catholic on their ride home. thank you guys for viewing. We'll be right back with some post-game interviews. Hello and welcome back to BCSN. We've had a great broadcast tonight, haven't we, Coach Dean?
It's been fantastic.
Yeah, it's been great. Boyle County obviously crushing Lexington Catholic 54-7. Lexington Catholic on the field doing their final stuff, and just unfortunate that it had to end like that for them. But Boyle County moving on, most likely going to play against Lexington or Covenant Homes, barring Covenant Homes getting beaten. But they're the favorite tonight, and they were up 29-21 at halftime. So I'd imagine that's who we'll be facing next week. Do you know anything about Covenant Homes, Coach Dean?
Covenant, they're up right there by the river, and they're going to have a lot of athletes. They're going to have some speed. I fully expect them to throw the ball and run the spread type of offense that's been going around. That's without me knowing anything about it. I do think that to get where they're going to be at right now, they're going to have some playmakers. They're going to definitely have some line play that's going to be able to secure the point of attack. So, we're going to have to do our biggest key is going to have to be able to refocus after this. Big night, big win over a rival with Lexington Catholic. Can we get ourselves refocused on the next step at half? And if we do that, we're going to be in good shape. But if not, we're going to have our hands full next week for sure.
I agree. I definitely agree. Who was your player of the game tonight? If you had to pick one player out there that stood out above all the others, who would you pick?
I'm going to make it a group. I'm going to have to say it was that defensive front with and the linebackers on how much pressure they could put on Bo Allen tonight. I don't want to say it was any one person. I think Hayden Bottoms did a great job. Azarius Roller did a great job. I think, Wilson Kelly, as a group, they just absolutely made Bo Allen uncomfortable. And when you did that, they created turnovers. They rushed Bo Allen in not letting him get comfortable and forcing some bad throws, getting some 3-and-outs and getting the ball. And when you do that, that gives Boyle a short field. With our speed, we're going to put ourselves in a position to be able to score a lot of points, and that's what happened tonight.
I definitely agree. So, when we play next week, which will probably be an opponent similar to Lexington Catholic, probably a little bit better, but it's very similar. Then the next week will be the first time, next week actually, sorry, my bad, that RPI comes into play in the state of Kentucky. So what do you think about the new RPI system? Do you know anything about it?
Well, in our system, in the sports that I coach, they're starting to talk about it again. And it's very mathematical. It deals with your strength of schedule, who you played, where did you win, did you lose, who did the people that your opponents, who did they play, who did they beat and win. I'll be honest with you, a little bit too complicated for me to figure out. That's why they have somebody at KHSA to figure out and come up with those ratings. I think as long as Boyle continues to do what we are doing, we're going to be in a good position to be able to host the playoff games until that big one over at Kroger Field.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you guys so much. We'll be right back with some post-game interviews. Hopefully we've got Reed Lanner, Reese Smith, and Wilson Kelly coming up. This is BCSN. I'm Jack Little. This is Coach Dean. We'll be right back.
Thank you. How you doing? This is Coach Deem here with Boyle County quarterback Reed Lanner. Reed, how you doing?
I'm doing good. It was a great win.
It was a good win tonight. I looked at, I was watching earlier tonight, Tell me a little bit about your the game plan. Catholic looked like they tried to drop in a little zone on you tonight. Felt like you all did a good job of being able to find some openings and definitely work on the slants and things like that.
In the previous game, we worked the deep ball. We had a lot of passing yards, so this time we decided we were going to run the ball a little bit and hit them where we didn't last time.
Good. And excellent job doing that. You executed well. Tell me about the offensive line tonight. I thought we did a great job of being able to, when we were mixing it up and Coach Purdue called some counter options, counter plays and some traps, that we were able to get some gaps and get some space for Andrew to get loose.
Yeah, our offensive line is getting better every week. Coach Luffy does a great job with them, and our running backs hit the hole and run hard and make people not want to tackle them.
Yeah, good to hear. I thought you also made some really good decisions on some of your balls tonight. I really liked the back shoulder throw you had to Reese in the second quarter, where you made a nice little adjustment right there. Is that something that you felt like that you work on, or is it something that a little bit of luck of the draw tonight?
We don't really work on the back shoulder much on that throw. I saw that the guy was still in front of him, so I tried to throw it back there.
That's a great adjustment by you and a great adjustment by Reese. So going into next week, big win tonight against Lexington Catholic. So everyone is obviously excited, but now we got to refocus.
Yep.
We got to get ourselves ready for the next challenge. And what are some things that you think you're going to have to be able to bring next week to practice to make sure everyone gets on the same page and realizes that empty our cup and let's move on and let's get ready for our next challenge.
Yeah, we got to tell everybody we still got 3 more. There's a bigger picture than just beating Lexington Catholic. We got to come to practice and start square one again Monday. We're going to get back to it. We're going to prepare. I don't know who won, Scott or Holmes, but Scott won, so we're going to be playing Scott. So we're going to get a game plan in for them, and we're going to start executing it starting Monday.
Fantastic. Everybody, this is Reed Lander, quarterback of Boyle County. Thought you did an excellent job tonight, and best of luck to you next week.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
In 3, 2. Hello and welcome back to BCSN. I'm joined here with number 15, oh goodness gracious, Reese Smith. I know his name, I promise. Please don't get mad. Reese, you had a great game out there tonight. What was your favorite part today?
All of it was fun and stuff, but getting the pick six and returning it for a touchdown was probably the highlight of my night.
So did you know that pick six broke Jacob Tammy's record for the most interceptions?
It had been in the back of my head for a while. I had it 23, I think, was the number, and then that was a 24. So I kept thinking about it, had it in the back of my head, and I knew playing Bo tonight was probably one of the last chances I'd get. So I had to take advantage of it.
Yeah. Speaking of Bo, what did you think about his game tonight? Rough, I know. But...
Yeah. Bo's a great player and stuff, and he played really good against us last time. He had a rough night tonight, but that doesn't take away his abilities and how good of a player he really is.
Has Mr. Football in the state of Kentucky been on your mind at all before this game, leading up to this game? Because obviously Bo is probably one of your biggest competitors.
People's been telling me, and the media just tries to reach out, but number one goal is win a state championship, and that's on my mind.
Yeah, great team. You guys have a great team going on here. I mean, everybody's involved. It's not a one-player team. I mean, you're a fantastic player. You got Wilson in there, and Reed.
We got
fantastic players. But it's everybody getting in there. You see guys that are 5th or 6th string wide receivers making 40-yard catches just because everybody's involved. Everybody can do that. I mean, that kind of depth. What kind of difference does that make?
It makes a huge difference because when we run long routes, we get somebody else in there and they know that we're not going to miss a beat. We have great skill guys and we rely on them heavily, and they really did good tonight.
Yeah, they did. Well, thank you so much, Reese.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with another interview. Stay tuned. This is BCSN.
Great job tonight, Wilson. How do you feel this team's just going to grow and get better for the next game?
You know, after tonight, I felt like, you know, we were going to be tested and see if we were really close bonded. I feel like after tonight, by putting the performance that we put out, that I think we're definitely on the right track. We just got to keep getting better each and every day.
Well, all y'all got to do is just trust the process and keep getting better.
Yep.
Thank you, Wilson.
All right, thank you.
All right, we're gonna have to.
All right, 3, 2.
Hello and welcome back. We're back here with Wilson Kelly. Sorry about that little confusion. But Wilson, so what was your favorite player of the night tonight?
Oh, no doubt when I got the fumble and took it
Oh,
for I don't
yeah.
know how, but I felt like I went forever.
Man, everybody up here in the booth started going crazy thinking you were going to score that fumble. What was the adrenaline feeling like when you picked that ball
I
up?
seen the ball land. I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna get to running here. So I took off with it, and I thought I was going to the house, but I'm a little slower than I thought it was.
Well, you definitely don't look slow on the defensive line. I mean, you guys caused Bo Allen so many problems. Was that defensive schemes, or were you guys just bigger and stronger than their line?
Yeah, I mean, we had our nickel and dime package we played most of the night, and with that package, we've got a lot of twists and blitzes with it, and I think it's very effective, and I think it showed why that we're good at it tonight.
I agree. I definitely agree. Do you feel like that the line really impacted Bo Allen? Because, I mean, that's definitely what we felt like up here, that Bo, because of you guys' pressure, he didn't have any time to throw. He was throwing some ill-advised passes. As a fantastic player Bo is, just couldn't get anything going because of your all stalwart line.
Yeah, I mean, we pressured him all night, and I'd say there was probably 4 or 5 balls that he got out on the time that he wanted to get out. Other times we were back there in the backfield, and he was having to throw off his back foot and just unbalanced and uncomfortable. So that was our goal. We're not going to sack him every time. We just wanted to make him uncomfortable, and so I think we did a good job of that tonight.
I agree. You had your linebackers definitely were coming in and helping. You and Tommy were putting a lot of pressure on them. So what do you expect from your next game? Probably either against Scott County. Is it Scott County? Scott County. What do you expect from that?
Well, it's Scott, and I think that we're going to we don't know too much about him, really. I mean, it's a team we're not very familiar with, so I think that we're just going to have a good week of preparation and see what their strengths are and try to limit them.
Okay. Thank you so much, Wilson, for coming out.
All right. Thank you.
We'll be right back, and just from right there, we picked up that Scott County has beaten Scott has beaten Holmes. My bad. That's all we've got tonight for BCSN. Thank you so much to Wilson, Reed, and Reese for coming up here and talking to us. Thank you guys so much for viewing. We'll be back next week against Scott.